And good day, everybody. This is Vinny Maletti with Maletti Law, and I am Vincent Maletti, the owner, partner, founder of Maletti Law, the law office of Vincent Maletti. You can find this online on the web at www.malettilaw.com. This video is part 2 of the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens. This was something that was very exciting to me. It looks like this new creative market that we could, that a lot of us could jump into, and there's a lot of money to be made. At the end of the day, though I'm an attorney, I'm a businessman at the end of the day. I will always be a businessman before an attorney, and I'll always be in the business of making money, as opposed to suing people all day, because it's not my speed. Great attorney, but rather making money. All right, so just a recap of where we were last time. We explained what a non-fungible token was. We explained what an NFT was. We explained how it sits on a blockchain, which is like a ledger, kind of like a bank ledger, and that's the integrity of it because it travels along with that particular token and it gives it its value, it authenticates its value, and it makes that value consistent going on. We spoke about what they must contain to make it a non-fungible token, that it must contain a unique identifier. It has a long script of metadata next to it, and it has a particular code. And in the reality is that's what gives it its unique property. So they're non-fungible, meaning that they're non-transferable. So it's this little token, it's this little symbol of value. It's a symbol that represents something. It's a unique identifier. It could be anything in the world. It could be a picture of a Nyan Cat, which is a half cat, half Pop-Tart that farts, rainbows or whatever the case is. It could be a picture of, I don't know, there's crypto punk, I think it is, where they have those weird faces. It could be anything. Just something that represents value, something that you could trade and exchange on the blockchain market to get some kind of value for you, and just be able to make some money on it, some passive income or some aggressive income, however you like it. A wide variety of things you could do, right? We also spoke about we kind of walked into what a blockchain was, the ledger, the blockchain account, the blockchain wallet, how they're all kind of like, they're anonymous, completely anonymous. There's no personal identifiers whatsoever there. You're looking at between 40 and 50 characters, which identify these things. So no one's gonna be able to, there's no like real trace unless you come out and say, hey, my blockchain account, my blockchain wallet is, 1234, and that's me. That's the only way you're going to be having a personal identifier. So it's, it's good for privacy and stuff like that too, because privacy is a real interest, especially with your money. And from my perspective, one of my favorite considerations was simply royalties. There are many times where you have a piece of artwork, or you have, a logo, or you have a drawing or something that you particularly, you want to make some more passive income on it, you want another way to license it, you can give that value as part of your non-fungible token. You could incorporate that into the value before you put it on the marketplace. Some marketplaces will pay you up front for it. Some of these you'll get it directly from the buyer and seller. So let's just go into it real quickly. Some common marketplaces for non-fungible tokens are identified as OpenSea, Rarible, digital trading cards, NBA Top Shot, Nifty Gateway. Keep in mind that when it comes to the way they name these things, one of the problems I had with this in the beginning, why it took so long for me to understand this, one of the issues I had was the fact that it kind of was just very weird, right? All these names, these systems, half cat, half Pop-Tart, font rainbows. Like, a lot of these things are very weird, right? You just kind of like, just look out of your box a little bit. If you're one of these, guys that has like, impressions of things, or, what things should be called, or what attorney should say, this might not be your cup of tea. So just keep in mind, like, keep an open mind. You can hear some weird things. It's just as weird. I've heard some pretty aggressive names on, Bitcoin, stuff like this. So whatever, move on. But yeah, like I said, so OpenSea, Rarible, Nifty Gateway, NBA Top Shot, digital trading cards, those are pretty common NFT marketplaces, non-fungible token marketplaces. You'll see a lot of things will constitute non-fungible tokens. I made fun out of Nyan Cat, again, half cat, half Pop-Tart, farts, rainbows. There'll be pieces of physical art that could qualify as non-fungible tokens. You'll see sneakers, pairs of Jordans, images of Jordans. I don't know, like, it could really be anything, really. It could be something physical, it could be something digital, it could be just a picture, it could be a GIF file, a JPEG file, or it could be a piece of artwork on your wall. I mean, it could really be anything. That's the whole purpose of it, really. It's just anything could be representative of value, right? So the beauty of it is that it's given that particular unique code, and that's the non-fungible part of it. That's the non-interchangeable part of it. Okay, so the part 2 of this video is really going to focus on like ways that you make money, ways that you can make value on these things, right? I spoke about before the royalties on copyright. Perfect example. Someone takes a Millennial Law logo, the gladiator double bicep pose, and gives it, some kind of value on the marketplace as a non-fungible token. And then I say, okay, well, you're infringing on my trademark, on my copyright, so I'm going to need a 4% royalty on that as long as it's in existence. 4% royalty per year. I can get it. There's some marketplaces that put that in the bill up front before you make the transfer. There are some situations where you reach out to the person directly who's identifying it and pointing out, hey, listen, this is my token, and my NFT, and it's worth $7 million, and I'm gonna go, okay, that's fantastic. I need 4%, right? So I mean, it's and they're gonna want to share because simply put, that token has now, because it's been tracked on this blockchain, it has a long history of value, so it's actually worth something now. So that was my primary idea, but there are other ways, right? So each marketplace has other ways that you can that you can make a couple bucks on everything, right? So for instance, transaction fees, they could ascribe certain transaction fees to your particular token, that you can get X amount of dollars for every transaction that goes back and forth. There could be certain setup fees where your token's involved in a setup fee, and that's something you get as well. It's kind of a steady stream, kind of a passive stream of income there. Minting your token. So you have mining for blockchain, or you have mining for Bitcoin, right? They mine for Bitcoins. This one is called, minting. As long as the process follows certain rules which are established on the particular marketplace, on the particular blockchain marketplace that they want to offer their products on, their NFTs on, as long as it follows those certain rules, it's essentially gassed, and the gas is what fuels that minting process. So that let's try to explain it conceptually. So conceptually, as long as it meets those requirements to be placed on that particular blockchain marketplace, it's the process to get it from here to an NFT is called minting. And the energy behind it is gas. Yeah, buddy. So they got fees for that kind of process. They have where you can make some money on. Withdrawal fees you can make some more money on as well. Every time somebody moves and transfers it, you can get something, you could establish, you get something on. Again, it all depends on what the marketplace offers. It all depends on what the particular marketplace offers, right? I mean, there's all kinds of, again, like I said, there's numerous kinds of marketplaces, and there's all kinds of value to be made. My particular favorite one was always the continuing royalties, because I mean that one also kind of dovetails with intellectual property law, right? So just from my perspective, as an IP attorney, it makes sense. So that makes sense to someone like me, because then to me that's no different than any other licensing, from my perspective. So it's just and then it kind of goes into the concept of who has a greater right at that point in time. So to me that makes more sense. In terms of rules and regulations, right now it's so early. You better believe yourself that this is gonna wind up causing some serious trouble at some point in the future. I'm sure the SEC at some point is going to get on it. They're still working through general crypto. They're still trying to work through rules and regulations for how that's going to apply, how that's going to work. So I can't see why this would be any different. You have this unregulated, these unregulated, these self-regulated marketplaces, and as fantastic as they are, opportunities to make money, Big Brother can't wait to get his hand in there, and your business partner, the IRS, can't wait to get their cut, right? So always keep that in mind. And that's really just kind of where I want to leave off, the different varieties that you're able to make money on this thing. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of ways to make passive income on this, a lot of ways to make aggressive income. You don't necessarily need to actually purchase or actually mint your own coin, mint your own token, and then get it out there. You don't necessarily need to do that. You could have a passive income on it. You could be actually, you could be the creator of the actual copyright, right? It could be your token. You could have been the guy or girl to trademark Nyan Cat and make money all the time on that. So again, many ways to make money here. I'm a business attorney before anything else. I'm a businessman before an attorney, anything else. So generally speaking, just to go through the quick rundown one more time how you can make money at passive income, putting it on the marketplace you can get some fees on that, just putting it on the particular NFT marketplace. There could be gas fees associated with the minting of your particular NFT, your non-fungible token. You can get transaction fees, which can be built into the package. You can get setup fees, which could be built into the package. You can get every kind of withdrawal limitation fees, which can be built into the package. My personal favorite is the continuing royalties, because that's a really great way to do it, and plus it goes up with the value with the particular NFT. And I mean, common marketplaces like I had mentioned before were digital trading cards, Rarible, OpenSea, NBA Top Shot, and Nifty Gateway. So I hope this was somewhat enjoyable for you, because this is a really exciting thing to me. I'm just I'm always like, I guess, excited over opportunities to like make money, opportunities to like make money out of nothing. You don't necessarily need actual physical tangible property to make money in this world. You just need to have a plan and be creative. You don't need to go to college. You don't need to be a science major. You don't need to be a lawyer. You just need to have a plan, and you need to think about what opportunities are available, what you could take advantage of, what you could jump on, and this is one of them. So I encourage all of you to take my logo, take my double bicep gladiator logo, and please turn that into a fungible token, non-fungible token, and please send me, I'll give you a discount. Please send me a 3% royalty on that per year, and I'll be very happy. If you have any questions, obviously you could send it to the website. I would love you to go to the contact us screen, contact us page, leave your questions there. We also have opened up publisher at millenniallaw.com. We have a gentleman named Isaac who's just absolutely fantastic, and he has actually been the one who's been taking all my rants and propping up perfectly. He's a fantastic writer. So Millennial Law's got a lot going on, and we're more than happy to help. So yours in love, lifts. Have a beautiful weekend. Make plenty of money. And we'll see you later.